It's like he was saying, you have to learn the flashing techniques because they're effective. Someone who has a really good berimbolo, he may not know how to pass anyone's guard, he may not know how to submit anyone, but he can berimbolo you. And he can berimbolo you, and he can berimbolo the black belt guy, and he can berimbolo everyone, unless you know how to defend it. So it's important to learn the moves, and you have to be proficient in them yourself, too, so you can defend them, because that's what Jiu-Jitsu is about, too. It's about defense. And if you don't know how to defend something, then what good is your Jiu-Jitsu? So yes, it is important to focus on fundamentals. But the thing about fundamentals is, it's something that comes. Fundamentals are weird because it's hard to actually teach them. Because teaching them, it takes years and years and years to learn the fundamentals. Because I can show you the fundamentals. I can say, okay, play guard like this, do this. But I'm not going to be able to teach you how to use your body properly, because your body has a different weight, different length, different proportions. And really, when it comes down to it, Jiu-Jitsu is about how you use your weight, how you use your length, your body proportions to control that guy. And everyone's different. And that's why it takes years and years and years and years and years to get good at Jiu-Jitsu and become high level. And the high level isn't necessarily the techniques that the guy knows, it's how well he knows his own body. And when you know your own body, you know what you're capable of, you know how your body interacts with other people's bodies, like a bigger guy, a smaller guy, you know what you can do against different people. And when it really gets down to it, that's millions of techniques, little things, like how to adjust to defend against different things. It takes years and years and years for you to just absorb, and it becomes a subconscious thing. It's not necessarily a technique. So at lower belts, the best thing you can do isn't about a technique. It's just to roll and train and become comfortable with Jiu-Jitsu. Become comfortable with yourself as you roll, how you're going to react to different things. It's about just the osmosis of learning through experience, That's what's weird about Jiu-Jitsu. It's you can learn a lot of things, and that's very good. The knowledge is important because knowledge is everything, really. But then there's a whole other side to it. I guess that's what Hickson calls invisible Jiu-Jitsu, That is the invisible Jiu-Jitsu, though. You can't teach it. Yeah, they have their whole invisible Jiu-Jitsu thing, and that's great and stuff. But teaching that sort of underlying level of Jiu-Jitsu is pretty much impossible.
Can you shortcut that?
There is no shortcut. There's no shortcut for hard work. You just have to train a lot. I mean, every year, if you just train, you will get better over time. A guy who just rolls is going to progress almost at the same rate as a guy who just studies a lot. It's basically the same thing. It's hard to do both, but if you study a lot and roll a lot, you'll improve at a faster rate. That's probably the fastest way to do it. The fastest way to get good at Jiu-Jitsu is just to only do Jiu-Jitsu and not have a job. That's really the fastest way to do it. That's how I did it. I didn't have a job. I just trained full time, and not everyone has that opportunity. It's not that life doesn't allow for that. It's just people who are lucky enough to have the opportunities to train like that.